Hello, welcome to TinaTalks show. It's me, your host, Adamwachiku. Thank you so much. If this is your first time of coming to this channel, I want to say it's a pleasure having you. And if you are a returning guest, listen, you are a darling. I mean, for you to keep coming, it means I'm doing something right. And thank you so much for all your support, especially sharing, liking, and commenting. Is a pleasure. Now, like you always, TinaTalks show is a platform that is dedicated, designed for you to come and share that your amazing story. Personally, I do believe that everybody has something to share. You see, who you are today and what you have become. You see, the beauty of it is the story the beauty of it is the story behind it. And this is why I encourage you to come and share your story, because not only will you be, one of the good thing about sharing it is that while you are doing that, you're actually uplifting, empowering, motivating somebody. And you know the amazing thing, when you do that, you are actually also healing in the process. Yes, sometimes we might think that what we need to share to somebody, to our friends, our family, our neighbors, our children, are the legacy of properties, our houses and cars and money and all this. Yes, they are all important. We need them to put the body and soul together. But you see, over the years, I've come to understand that the greatest legacy that we can leave behind is the experience, the knowledge, the wisdom, what life has taught us. That is what the world will be motivated by. That is what will encourage somebody. And this is exactly what my next guest is going to be doing. He's going to be sharing his amazing journey with us, how he became who you know him to be today. He's going to be empowering us, motivating us, share those, what I call the beauty of who he is today. Now, but before that, I'd like us to let's take a break, okay? And then we come back. Thank you so much, audience, for that. Thank you so much for that short break. Now, my next guest is a UK-based international artist, LondonSpec. LondonSpec will be sharing his story with us. But like I always, what I always like to give you, like a bit of a tester of what my guest, what he does, and a little bit of what before we dive into the real story. So just take a look, okay?
I travel all the way to get to you.
Yes, audience, hold that thought. As you have heard all the way, now we want to find out who is behind this amazing song. Now, here we go. Hello, LondonSpec.
Hello, TinaTalks. I'm very good. Respect.
Yeah, thank you so much. As always, TinaTalks show is a platform that is dedicated to, encourage you to share your story, because who you are today, okay, the beauty of it is the story behind it.
Yes.
I encourage you to share that, because that is what people want to hear. Or just like I've given you a taster. Now, before all this production, this everything, by the way, audience, you can always, anyway, I'm going to play it as we go on, but this sound that you've just heard, this song is live right now on YouTube. You can go there and listen to everything, but I'm going to give you a little bit of it as we go on during the interview. But right now, let us find out who he is. LondonSpec, it's a pleasure having you on TinaTalks show. I am not taking this for granted, trust me, because I know that you are a very busy artist, doing your thing, grinding it out there. So, but you created this time for me. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.
My pleasure, TinaTalks show. I'm so happy to be here today, to have the privilege to talk to you live on TV. So I'm very, very, very happy. Much happy.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm sure that we're going to have a great time during this interview. But
sure.
Yeah, I would like to ask, to introduce yourself to the audience.
Okay. It's your boy LondonSpec. Afrobeat, Afro highlight artist, UK based, all the way from Nigeria to UK. A musician, a full instrumentalist, a producer, a mixer. Yeah, that's who LondonSpec is. And LondonSpec is an artist that has been doing his own thing with his own personal musical style. He created for himself. So that's who LondonSpec is for now.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that brief introduction. There's so much we're gonna find out as we go on. See, there is this part I love to find out from my guest. Now, how did you grow up? How was your childhood like? Do you have siblings, brothers, sisters,
Yeah, my childhood was amazing. Actually amazing, because I was the last boy in my family out of 7 boys. So then growing up with your parents, especially your mom, who does what you wish you could be the one doing it. So I was growing up as a child and loving music, because I was born in the family of music. Because my mom was a true church musician, we call it organ. He's organist. So she played organ. So and me, I'm not that really church person during my childhood. I don't really prefer going to.
Before we get to this point, what I want to know. You say you are the last. You are the baby. Are you the baby or the last boy? Or the baby?
I'm the baby.
Sorry. I hope I'm allowed to call you baby. Baby of the house.
Of course. In the house, of course. That is it. Yeah.
Great. So
this is I'm the baby. From male, I'm the baby. I still have the one which is our little girl. So, but I am the baby there.
Yeah, the baby. And you're happy to stay in that position.
Basically, that is how they keep seeing me to today. They keep seeing me like a baby. So.
Isn't that so sweet? I was just going to ask you that. It sounds like you love that position. You love.
I love it because there is no much challenge unless the challenge I put myself.
Exactly.
So,
wow. A lot of things have been passed on to you. A lot of things have been passed on to you. Wow. So there was no fighting. You were like
no, absolutely no, because the little girl will not fight me.
And you cannot fight the eldest one. You can't fight. Amazing. I always like to get in touch with our past.
It's very, very. I love it as well, because it's just like when you fall into retrospect, you see how those things went, what you do for yourself and what you do with other people in terms of every other series of life. I always forward that. Okay, so then and now. So, but all the same, I give God all the glory, because He made it possible in every.
Amazing. Great. I'm already having fun. I'm enjoying it. That's good. Good.
Mm.
Now we're going to be talking about music now. Like, how did you come to find out? Because a lot of people don't know, they've not been able to discover what their passion, their purpose. You know, how did you? Maybe somebody is still like, I don't know. How do I know? How do you come to know that music is for you?
Okay. This is
Was it,
this
was,
started
was it when you were young? Because I remember
this started this,
when
yeah,
I
this
had
started when I was young. When I was
yeah.
young, when I was a baby.
Mm,
Um, at the age of that is at the age of 7 years old, I discovered I noticed myself. I know who I am within myself. So I make a lot of noises in the house with music, like making, and I don't like singing the song people have sung, like the gospel song we all know. So, but I rather twist it on my own style. So people will always laugh about it. My family returners, they always, because then we were living like, we have the whole family, everyone is there. But I'm a very active. I was very, very active because during my childhood, I always wake up early.
mm.
I always wake up early. So when every 5 a.m. in the morning, I'm awake. And once I'm awake, everyone needs to wake up. So I have received beating on that. So several times.
Oh,
So because once I wake up, I will not start doing one sound. Dun, 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 dun,
drums.
dun, 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 dun. So that is how it starts. So I keep on doing that. Then sometimes you in your family you definitely have that parent that don't agree on that. So like my dad, he doesn't want it. He said, "Oh yeah, I make too much noise. You try to cuss me out. You know." So, but one of his brothers, they are both late now. Then his stepbrother then will be like, "Let me. Maybe he want to be. They use it Rasta. Rastafire. Like
Yeah, yeah,
Bob
yeah,
Marley. So
yeah.
that's the music. That's the music we listen to those days. Oh, no.
Mm.
So then in times go on, then I keep on making that noise. I start discovering myself. Now, the amazing part of it, is we finally, when every time and that childhood, musicians they will come to play maybe for funeral or wedding. So we now see how their music looks like. We now use umbrella, and I use umbrella and this big milk thing. We now use it. We cut the big neck, we remove the back and the front. Then we now tie the umbrella on the big neck with rubber. They call it rubber. We used
Yeah.
to the rubber to make it tight. Then, and when you get pig milk and it's called Bonvita. Then there's a Bonvita, one called Bonvita, and the Bonvita. They both sound different.
Mm.
So when we tie
Oh,
this one, tie this one,
I didn't
yeah,
know that.
because
They sound
yeah,
different.
they both. Yeah, they sound different. If you throw if you throw them both on the floor, you will hear a different sound. So, so when I tie it up, I tie the other one up with umbrella, the umbrella. Then what we'll do is, if you play it, this one will sound different tune. If you play this one, will sound another different tune. So I now discover how the drum bass kick looks like when they are playing. So I now use a wood, which we call plank back home. I use a wood. I mold it the same way. There's one hook we used to use. That hook is always in my mom's bed. I'll go and remove that hook. So the next time I'll go and remove the hook and I will bring it and we use it to put that so that when you push that thing, when it's pressed it will hit and come back. So we now finally form a band on my childhood. We formed a band, and that band, I am the one who found it. I found it. So what happened is we started every.
How old were you this time? How old were you
This time, this is 7, 8 years period.
Wow,
7, 8 years period. So then we now have a group. So because my mom does something musically, so I know how piano looks like. So we now use the wood to use something like charcoal to draw here, like a piano would.
Yeah, before you describe this, what you're describing now, because I had a privilege and opportunity to speak with you before today, and you did mention that singing was kind of like a generational thing, like your mother was also a singer.
Yes, my mother has done an 8th grade album, which she was the lead singer. She has been in the studio in 80s. Do you understand? So this is something that came from, it's a family, it's from my mother's side. My mother's brother.
So it's in the blood. It's in the blood.
It's in the blood. My mother, even the brother, he was a dancer, community dancer. So you see, it's something that it's not something that I am just picking. Maybe it's people who doesn't know much about LondonSpec. They would think forcing music into his life. No, music is something that music came to me. I did not go to music. Music approached to me. So music go inside me. Music married, like in fact, befriended me. So I accepted it because I feel like it's fun doing it. Because I thought when during my childhood, when we were playing we call it street band, then people, you see that mothers are dancing. You know, mothers, they are dancing and we are playing. So to the extent we keep on, we start upgrading it. Upgrading it, we now make it use that's what they call we use it to we switch over, making the sound to be more bigger. So we started getting gigs. They started hiring us for Chinese education. They will call band instrument, they will call us aside to say they are students that want to perform their musical way. We will fix our music. We will sing it. All the brothers, they will dance, they will spreading us money. So that is how I grew up.
That is basically that is if I would ask you, have you been on a tour before? This is actually tour for me.
It is a tour. Within the community. Yes, it's a tour within the community. Yes. This is take us to another community.
And then you are on a stage, you are singing. That's a tour. So
it's a tour, yeah, of course. I have been doing it. So boldly. So then every community that started calling us, so people start copying that, doing the same thing. So the music, that childhood play music sound now go around the whole community and in the village. So everybody loves it. But at the end of the day, they know the people who are the founder. And that is what I love doing. And I'm the only one who always instigates, who always bring the idea, let's do this way, do this way. So then our guitar we have a guitar wood that I created the guitar wood. I used what do you call it? It's called string. We use the string. We go to a site where they are building a house. So on that side, we will go and remove. There is always something like barbed wire. We'll go and remove it. We pull it out. We use it to make a guitar for ourselves. The guitar will just be chanting. Somebody will play the guitar. So when you're playing the guitar with your mouth, with your hand, you use your mouth to play the right guitar. So the other guy will be doing as organ, as a pianist. So that's how we beat around during my childhood. So music is something that it started from when I was a baby. I did not, even my siblings, they keep saying that, if you are not what you are today, I don't know, because this is who you was then, and this is who you are now. So I see music as something that is to me. Music came to me, I did not come to music. So, and music is telling me to today. And music is the only thing that makes me happy anytime I'm doing it. It's something that if you watch my present music nowadays, I spend a lot of money. No artist in fact, I can even go to no artist in the United Kingdom that has spent the kind of money I spent during my video shoot and getting my models. I get them classy.
But for me, I think that you've naturally, right from if I would ever ask you about, like I said, if you've been on a tour, that will be it, because you started, that is tour.
I start
together and you stand on the, you know, in the public, and you perform. That is being
yes,
going on
it's
the tour.
tough. If that is the case, I've been doing tour right from my childhood.
Yes,
And this tour took me to communities, because I was growing up as the only thing they know me in the whole community is they know me as a good child, number one, and a child that always happy 24/7, and I always love to be in the corridor of music where there is happening, where people are jubilating. So I've been doing this tour to the extent the Kingsmen, they started inviting us to come and play for the palace. Yeah.
Wow.
So
amazing.
then whenever we go to the palace, then what they do is they will cook rice and give us, we will eat rice, we will be happy. When we are there, they will give us £1, sometimes 50. That it was £1 was on the paper. So on the note, I mean. So they give us, we will be happy. We know that our next breakfast, akara, breakfast in the morning is
done.
here.
It's
done.
That's quite amazing. Yeah. But there was something you did say, and I want the audience to hear this part, that I think you were about to mention it, but then I took you further. You started learning most of this instrument, like the piano on the pavement, drawing it with a charcoal, and your mother was helping you to identify all the keyboards.
Okay, basically, how it happened is during my childhood, my mom is a church woman.
Yeah.
You know, I'm that child. You have to force me to go to church. So whenever they give me, I would say I don't like it, then they should buy me new clothes if you want to go to church. So, and my mom, if you don't go to church, you will not eat food. There is no food for you. So then I have siblings, my step brother and eat. So, but the whole thing here is when I started going to church by force, what my mom did in church is amazing. Like leading the church with him. Do you understand? And it's not common at that time as a woman playing instrument. It's not really common. He can count to see women that do that back then. So then, and what she was known is that Mama Organ. So the whole thing is, so I started when I started I began to become interested. Because what before they thought that we have to be, because she was thinking my other sibling to be the one doing that, not me. But I am the one that got the interest. Yeah. So where she was expecting it wasn't where it was coming from. So
wow.
So then every time we come back from then on our pavement, because we have how to do it, we have a big pavement in our house. So I'll go there. I'll be doing. So those things, those sounds she was playing in the church, that's what I was doing. So she would be laughing. I would now start drawing it. I would draw it. I would be making my finger. So I don't know when I was doing that. I'm building my finger to be flexible.
Wow.
My finger flexible because if you want to play keyboard, piano, you have to first of all build your finger to be flexible. So my finger started getting flexible through the pavement. So along the side, as I now become serious, because I now say that the church got what I need, which is the music. They got what I need. So now, because remember, I start from making the music for myself that looks like a church band. Then now I have gone to the church, I have seen the original sound, original church band. So now I am taking the street now to the church. I am not going back to the street. I want to be in the church. I want to play that big one. That is what. In fact, music took me to the church. Not that I was going to church for that thing, but I was Christian by God then. So when I went to the church, it's called Presbyterian Church. Then and I saw that the whole musician, the band is fully occupied. and there are some extras that if you want to play as well. So I started thinking, I look at my age, I say, then this is, now I'm clocking 10, 11 years now. So I look at my age, I say, allow me. But I was taught, I was growing up as and again, I have a very heavy voice. If you don't know me, you wouldn't know my age, my real age. Then, so, but my voice can make a way for me. You know, when people hear your voice, they think you have
your voice will more like sound more matured than.
Oh my God, yeah. So then, I joined the church band. It's called Echoes of Glory. So when I joined the band, they never even allow any. They just those people because of the church band. They had got a new band that they even brought a new band and it lost one trumpet. So the band wasn't full set before. Then this man came and bought the church a fresh, all the double guitar, which is bass and lead guitars, and keyboard and full drum, and a lot of microphones. So now, church now announced that if you want to learn the Echoes of Glory, please go and meet yourself. I rushed after service. They put my name.
I can imagine.
They put my name. Then they now say we should be coming training every Wednesday. So every Wednesday, I am the first in the church. In fact, I will be there until they open the church. So then I didn't know that the Reverend Minister is watching the zeal in me. So then, but we will get in for the training. When the training begins, so there's one man they hire from another village called Mafia. The man used to travel all the way. When the man come down, whenever he comes down to come and train us, then what they will do is these men, they will not put us aside. Then because our rehearsal, our training is not in the main building, it's in the church. It's a small hall in the church as well.
Yeah. The church
so environment anyway. So the whole thing is, what happened is they will put us out from there, then they will go and learn what they did. So whenever the reverend came into the church, I saw a lot of us there asking us, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Why are we not in the learning room? We said no. They asked us to stay here. The reverend she walked in there, very straight there, called the leader. He said, why are you meeting these people there? Are they not here for training? So that's how he said, that he forgot. He now asked us to come in. They know what they were doing. So we all came in. So, and I knew that, the reverend is watching me, the zeal, because we coming to the church early all the time. So then the reverend now told us, any day they don't let you guys. I told the reverend the truth that they don't let us in. It's been 2 weeks. They don't let us allow to come inside. The reverend told me any day that they don't in front of them, I should come and report. So then that was how, because the reverend know that my mother is a committed member in the church. So that is how they started letting us in. So whenever we come in, then I will be seeing what they are teaching them, because then we always managing key, one note called C, and they use C to play everything they want to play in the church. But C is a very good key, but it's for learners. Like now, I don't do it anymore. I do have things. So, but then as a learner, you have to start from key C. So on key C, they keep on showing them. I keep on seeing how they ask them to put the finger. The man will put your finger and press there, press here. This is your do, this is your fa, this is your so, and this is your mi. So along there, I keep on watching. Because I say I want to learn one instrument first. So I focus on piano, because I know that if I go home, my mom is going to show me something.
Yeah.
So when I keep watching, then whenever we go, I will start with that's what they taught him.
In church,
then
you would practice it at home.
I started practicing.
You know what thing I noticed? You know what? I'm not trying to cut you, but I just want to make sure I say this. From what you've just said, I can see sometimes when we are born to do something, you know, it comes naturally. It comes. It's like just look. I mean, imagine you drawing. You know, you see, some people would wait until they buy them
Exactly.
instruments.
The whole thing is
for you to actually practice on pavement, use charcoal.
Yes, on pavement. Whenever I come to my wings,
it shows that there was something about music that is inbuilt inside of it, that is inborn.
As we go, then I will start practicing at the tongue. I will draw. I use the charcoal, draw the line and the pavement. So I will now start doing that, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. And I have to do what is KC. My mom now said, this is the hand, this is the finger.
Yeah.
This is the finger, this is the finger. You keep on asking me, so I keep on doing the finger like this.
I just want the audience to know, what age were you this time?
Okay, this time I'm between 11, 12. Yes.
11, 12. Amazing.
Yes.
11,
So on that process, then there is another organization in the church called Boys Brigade. Boys Brigade, they play like their band, they play music like military bands, militarists. So then that the church band, then this same man that bought the church band came and gave testimony at the birthday, Boys Brigade, the glass band. So now, once I heard the band they unveiled the band in the church, wow, I joined the brigade as well.
Anywhere there's music, you are there.
I am there. I joined the Boys Brigade because of the band. Because I love the sound of the band, because it calls glass band. It's loud. So because we have a church, another branch that got that band in another community. So we always go there to watch them whenever they're playing. We like, you must pay attention to watch them marching around playing the band. It's always good melody. So I said, no, I am going to join this one as well. I now join the Boys Brigade. Then they now bring a captain. The captain came, started training us how to play the band. So I pick up on baritone. So I become, like, within 2 sections of 2 weeks, I become perfect on baritone. My little sister become good on snare drums. So we both in the band. So we qualified for the band. Then we started they started hiring us for program with another company. Our company is not yet strong to go for a program. So then, along the side, a trumpet came to the church. That was this is my 13 years old now.
Wow.
Then I switched over to the trumpet. I started learning trumpet from church. So I now begged the reverend, because not everyone want to do the trumpet. So because my zeal and my commitment now in the church is becoming more interesting to the
they can see that, yeah.
They are not trusting. They are not trusting me. They can trust property of the church on me. So they now allow me to start taking the trumpet home, and they asked my mom to guide it. So this trumpet, and I have a friend of mine, his sister is a trumpeter. So you know this tomboy, then she's very good. So she started showing me note. So I now discovered the whole thing, what we do in piano is almost the same thing in trumpet, but you just have to be very, very attentive.
Yeah.
Attentive. So you know when to press, go your fa, mi, la, re. So he showed me dodo tila. So that's the first thing you will learn. And if you learn that, if you get that on trumpet, you're a trumpeter. You can now do every sound. That's
amazing. There was something.
That's how I become. That's how I learned. I become a trumpeter. So where I perfect my trumpet is at the age of 14 years. Then a training course came. Then we got a letter from the city that our company, every company is required to send at least 10 boys for a training course, and that training course you have to pay to go. So this training course took us to Lagos State. That's my first time going to Lagos State. So then we went there for the training course. When we went there, so I put up my zeal on it. Then I was awarded as a band leader because I was crazy on the new national anthem. They give us another new tune with the military. We match with the Nigerian military. Then they teach us how the new national anthem, how to play it, and the military band, and this what we call slow beats and march past for marching. So we learned all these things. So I was part because they were watching. So everything they show us, I do it straight. So they now bring
point where, yeah, there's so much there. There's so much there. So you know, when I had the opportunity to speak with you the other day, you mentioned about Ibu playing for the friendly match between the Nigeria.
Yes, this is where it came from. Yeah, this is where it came from. On that training course in Lagos, and I met somebody. He was a Yoruba man, so which. He just, you know, when someone just see you, just like you, because he likes my age, my activeness. So, you know, these people that when they give me a contract to hire big trumpeters, to pay them a lot, so they will look for those people they can. So he said he wants me to be, because I have access to trumpets. So he said there's a match going on, so day and then and it's going to be Nigeria versus Senegal. That he would like me to be a part of the trumpeters. I said, why not?
Why not? You grab it.
I said, why not? Yeah, because
God was making the way for you, was paving the way.
I told him, why not? So that was how I go about with trumpet. I went there. So I was backup trumpet, not lead. Then I can't lead. So we have about 2 leads. So but we have another 6 trumpeter, which me was among the 6. So we were like giving Nigeria the vibe, the Super Eagles. Then the cameraman put them. That was my first time seeing them on the page 1-on-1, like watching them on the live while playing. So then on that match was dropped. So after the match, then how they qualize the match, give us a row of road to use the trumpet to go on the pitch. After the match, we started blowing trumpet till 9 o'clock.
How old were you this time?
I'm still 14 years old. 14.
14
years old. Yeah, when I started doing trumpet at the age of 14.
You were already playing in a stadium of a friendly match.
Yes. Friendly match.
You know, you get to the point where there was this stage where you got paid, and how was this experience for you when you first
that was my first pay. Like they pay you money direct, not that, because other one you need to pay through the job. This one, they paid me, the man counted the money, that was 160 naira. He gave it to me. I said, what? Me? It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
Of course. I said, at that age, at that time.
That was what I from there did. My mom from there do my handwork in school, and what do we call it? Handwork. When you're in class 3, this is something we used to write. It's not common interest. Common interest is when you're in class 3. This exam she paid for when I was class 3. From there, exactly. So then that was my first. That was what made me know. Oh, so someone can even can be paid this amount. Yeah. So I now put more effort. So I went back to church band as well. Then now I'm a band leader now. I am training people how to play military band in the boys brigade. So, but now church band, I need to conquer them. That is my target. I said I need to conquer them. These people, I saw the band, the players in the church band. They are not good. I see them.
They were biased. They are
Yeah,
biased.
they are exactly, and they don't have the zeal. They use it. They use the music to get influence of people. Do you understand? But they are not doing it because they want to do it. It's inside them. It's not inside them. So I saw it. So then one day, the piano trainer came early. So when the man came in, because the man used to come from a very big village. So the leader, the guy he used to teach, is not yet around. Has not come. God delays him. That's what I used to tell people. God delays him for me to come out. So I told the man, the man said, okay, who else again is interested? So this guy is not here now. I said, I'm interested. It's okay. Have I shown you anything here before? I said, no, but I was teaching him. It's okay. Oh, okay. What do you watch when you all this while you've been watching me? I went straight. I pressed key C, bang, bang, bam, bam. The man doing like this.
Avi, wow.
The zeal alone. The zeal alone. Like as I'm talking to you now, I'm just falling into a retrospect, like seeing
you can still remember that time, that moment.
Yeah. So the zeal alone that carry me to that, I do it. Even the basics. Someone who played bass was shocked. Amazing. He was shocked. Amazing. So it was like saying, oh, you say you actually did it right. I said, yes. I said, I can do it. I can do it. Okay, the man is not okay. Okay, let's stay on C now. Let's do one normal highlight we used to do to use it to come up with another song. So they start out the bass line, now give line, then and then jump in. My finger was strong. I was there. They sang 3 different songs that is on the same C key, but in the C key, in that 3 different songs, you have to twist. There are some songs that go on minor, but there are some of them that don't. But I still do those things. The man now say, from today, you are the one I'm going to be teaching.
Hallelujah.
He went and reported the issue to the reverend. It's called Reverend Esther. Reverend Esther say, you don't tell me that the Spirit of God have already told her that, and he has seen the zeal. She has seen the zeal in me. So then the reverend now agrees. So
there's something I want to also understand. You know, I mean, there's no doubt that I can see the handprints of God. You know, in all, you know, in this journey of music, the handprint of God were everywhere. There's evidence that to see that you were born to do what you are doing today. Now you even went to the point to the trained and also start to train other choir members, train other people. You know, like now bringing everything together, we can see that something was happening here. But along the way, something happened. You were now asked to go back and go back to study, go back to school.
Yep.
And that must be like a blow. Like, how was that? How did you feel when you have to go back to school?
You know, school is something that I wanted to get the basic education for myself, but I don't want to be forced to feel like you have to go up to university and become a doctor and parents always got their own opinion in you. So then what they do is my brother now say the best thing, because my brother said that I'm becoming a popular. He started calling me a village champion. So in the village, because everyone knows me because of instrument. So then my brother came to village one funeral. As he came back, then I did not know that he was in the village. So and I was a band leader that led the ambulance with a military band. So as we were marching, I was holding it's called mace, major. I was holding the stick, marching throwing the stick on air. Like, so I didn't know he has seen me. So once he got home, he said to me, you know what? Back your head, you're flying me to Lagos. I thought it was a joke. That was how he removed me from the village to Lagos State. Then when I get to Lagos, then he says school. So I was enrolled in private school. Then as a science student. So I wasn't doing well in science. I told my brother, I don't like science. Don't put me in science. Because science, I keep on not moving as far as I was on that science class. I came to that was third term. So because on the third time, I have not covered syllabus of the first time and second time to third time. So I failed. So they asked me to return class. I said, no, I'm not going to return any class. Because in the village I was doing well in arts, and he wanted to go for science, so I would come a medical doctor for you. So now, so because he said I need to be a medical doctor for you. So, but the whole thing there is, I was in art class. You understand? So you are jumping me from art class and in JS3 going to SS1. So it is a difficult time for me to cover this level of first time, second, even on revision, I can't, because science is a very hard subject to learn.
I just want to point this out to the audience. You see, this is one of the mistakes that most adults or parents especially make. You know, not choosing subject for their children, deciding what subject that they have to do, or sometimes they just go with the one that is available. Like when they now brought it from village to Lagos, so perhaps the school was offering that position. Oh yeah, we can put him in art and science.
Exactly.
So that wasn't for you. And
no,
not because you are not smart, but you are not caught out with that.
I'm not good in art class.
Hold on. I just want to point something out here. If a child is not good in a particular subject, or a child is failing, it does not mean the child is not smart. It only means that the child has not been able to identify, or the parent has not been able to help them to identify the area or the subject that
they should go for. Yes, they are good at.
You know,
yeah.
So where they put you was not where you were flying.
No.
You know,
I didn't.
I remember you went to uni at some point, isn't it?
Yes, Unilag. I went to Unilag. So okay, on that process, and then I later fall back. I had to change school again. Yeah. I changed to another private school. Then when I get there, then I go straight to art class. I started doing well. My results are becoming very clean and perfect. But it's him himself. He say, yeah, you know, they will say art students are not serious students. They are this and that. You know, that is him, because he's a learned person. So, but I don't know anyway. So then I got admission in University of Lagos Unilag. That was 02. Then when I got admission, when I get to the uni. So what really put me off is because I'm not a violent kind of person. So when I get to uni, because I used to dress well, I'm a very clean person. So
we can see that. So
when I get to uni, what happened is I started seeing some people. They will approach me, say, "Why are you flashing us? Why are you flashing the color? Why are you this and that?" So they are caught able, like. So to the extent they're trying to drag me into the game, and it is not really my thing, and it's not the reason why I came to this university. No. So I started finding that, and I can't find. So sometimes they would fight me. They would remove my trainers. They would took my stuff. Then I would have to go and buy slippers too. So you see, the intimidation was coming to me, but they use that institution. Then they will say, if that came back to me, they will tell me, you need to join us. If you belong, nobody will touch you in this school. Nobody will do that. You see all this kind of thing. I keep on asking, what are we getting? I'm here to study because I know how it ends. I know what they do.
Yeah.
So what I do is, that is what then the first thing that put me off from university. So, and the second thing is, because of that, I don't come to my semester. I did not stay for semesters, and my result wasn't good. So my brother now find it difficult to give me money for handout and then school upkeep fees. So then I now say, no, you know what, I need to go and hustle. So my first hustling is I followed a friend. We went to on holiday for in Cotonou. So when we went there, and I started seeing some clothes like like ladies things. I know I got because in the school people knows me as LondonSpec as well. Then how it come about is there's a friend of mine. His mom used to live in London here. He's called Adapting. Then the mom bought a Beetle Volkswagen car that got UK style of wheels. Then the mom shipped the car to him to use it. So this guy is those feminine guys. So he doesn't like problems. He doesn't so, but we get along. So
what you basically sharing with us is how you eventually at some point gave up on all this, pursuing something that wasn't meant for you. And,
yes.
And you find your way to where again? To
Cotonou. Yeah. For when we went there for holiday.
In this mix, there was something about I was going to ask you. How did this amazing name LondonSpec came about? So I guess that's what you're trying to explain to us, right?
Yes. Basically, this name, it came about in school then. This friend of mine, the mom lives in UK here. The mom, you always send him stuff, like, so the mom now sent a car to him because he's the only son of the mom. So the mom now shipped a car, a Volkswagen car, Beetle. So when the car arrived, so because the guy, police always stopped him because of his feminine and his stature, his nature of life. So, but because I am more like in Lagos, so I know streets. So I started driving him. So when people start thinking that I own the car, that the car belongs to me. So they don't know it's not my car because I dress well, I look neat more than him that owns the car.
Your packaging was more suitable.
It's suitable for her to own a car. So the whole thing is then that car, the first place we took the car is called Kinchaga in Unilag. It's at Unilag. Then I don't think actually before now. Then we took there, that's where we have the whole canteens. The canteen. So when we get there, then so everybody now seeing that the steering wheel of this car is not like in Nigeria. They start this, this is UK, this is made in UK, this is UK spec, LondonSpec. So one guy just comes in, just shake me. Oh, yeah, I back your car is made, this is LondonSpec.
Wow.
Yeah, LondonSpec. So from there now, ladies there, they start calling LondonSpec. So I thought it ends there. They're asking us to buy them food because we got a car. So my friend spent the money, buy food for everybody, put ice cream. Then everywhere, it's LondonSpec. That is how I thought it ends there. So the next day, I was walking on my own without even driving the car. They started calling LondonSpec. So when I started going to Cotonou to bring some ladies stuff like ladies underwears, yes. So that's what I picked up. So I started selling in the school. So what they used to refer people to go and meet me is that boy that drive LondonSpec car. So that is how the name
came about. Amazing.
Yeah. So along the side, I keep on getting a bit.
Yeah, yes. So this is how LondonSpec came about, audience.
That's how LondonSpec came about, yeah. So
the packaging, the way you package yourself brought about LondonSpec.
Exactly, there's
something I want you to share with the audience. Along the way in Cotonou, you were in a studio, and who did you say you met again in a recording studio?
Okay, in the recording studio, I met Mr. Flavor Navalia. That was then. And
Flavor Navalia.
Yeah. So Flavor, how I bumped into him, then I finally because I become to be able to buy small ladies. So someone told me that if I go to Togo, that these items are more cheaper than here in Cotonou. I said, oh, really? And I traveled to Togo, and I have a brother in Togo. I went to Togo. When I went to Togo, so I did my first trip, and I love the country. I said, oh, this country, they always got lights. They like this lively country musically. I said, oh, no, I'm going to stay with my brother. I stayed with my brother. So when I was still then, I continued my musical career. So there is a studio called Chemic Studio. This man is a Nigerian man. He built a very beautiful studio there. So that studio, there was a small studio I was working with. So when I see that studio, it's bigger, and I like big things and nice things. So I started paying for that section for that. I took my producer there, Kofi. So when we went there, then one of my songs called Anymore. Then we were inside the studio, outside the studio, waiting for the section of somebody to finish. And if you're staying outside, we hear the music coming out, playing. So it was Mr. Flavor music, Ashawo, the song Ashawo.
Yeah.
It was,
I know that one.
That song was recorded in Togo, and it shoots in every code.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
So then along the line, then that is when I met him. Wow, I didn't know he's a Nigerian. It was the producer who was telling me, yeah, that's your brother. That's your Nigerian brother. Oh, we shake. He's a very tall guy. I look at him. We shake hands. So because I'm seeing him as an artist like me. Do you understand? So I did not know that he is the one that has been sung one song I used to listen to. Yeah. You understand? But that Ashawo, until that Ashawo release, my producer still tell me that's him we met on the studio. I said, oh, Flavor. Okay, that is him. I was on the TV again. I said, okay. Then that's how my first time meeting him in the studio together.
Tell us, what was that experience? What was it? And what was the feeling for you when you finally hit the studio to actually produce? What was that your first time?
Okay. Before in Lagos, I was going to studio like I've been to Chemic I've been to this studio this studio, is it Chemic Studio? No. This studio, that's where Two-Face record is first on the first people assigned Two-Face. I've been there, have done a support vocalist in that studio for what was her name? I forgot the name, it's on my head. So I have done a support vocalist to her song. And again, I have been to studio of Oris Wilkie. Oris Wilkie is a kind of reggae singer. I've been to his studio. I've done a supporting vocal because I never started singing and to build my vocal right from church. Then before I moved to Lagos, when I was in the village, I quit myself. In all sphere because I become a drummer, I become a guitarist, a pianist. Then the guitar was still shaking, but a trumpeter, yes.
Amazing.
Then when I moved to Lagos.
Yes. There's definitely a lot in there. But now, what I want to know is, your Easy, your song called Easy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was it your first song like you actually brought out?
Okay, that is my first single. My first one actually brought out was Play On, which is a collaboration, but it's not my song. I collaborate, I produce, I do the more structure of the production by myself. So, but my first single was Easy.
Now, audience, I want Easy. Before we talk more about Easy, I want the audience to let's give them opportunity to hear Easy. you know, and then you tell us the story behind it. Okay. So, I mean,
Okay.
it's been such an amazing journey so far. You know, I want the audience, let them listen to this one. Audience, take a look.
Yeah, life is never easy, oh. You never easy, oh, my brother. Life is never easy, oh. You never easy, oh, my sister. Jesse. Oh, my ladies. Oh, my ladies. Yeah. You're not too fire. Yeah. Can I be a boo? No. Can I be a lover? No. Can I be a boyfriend? No. Can I be a sweetheart? No. Can I be a bodyguard?
No.
Expenditure.
Tonight.
Can I be a expenditure?
Tonight.
Can I be a backless banker?
Tonight.
Can I be a Northwest Bank?
Tonight.
Can I be a Satanda?
Tonight.
Can I be a Metro Banco?
Tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Oh, Echo Bank.
Tonight.
Who say money no good, oh? Money I do good, oh. Money I do good, money low. Money because of you, I begin to hustle for London. To survive in London, oh, it's never easy. After I hustle, I carry money go club. To chop money, oh, it's too easy, my brother. And I ask my question, oh, I can look into it, oh, to make money, oh. Why you say it's not easy? But to chop money, oh. But to chop money, but to chop money, it's too easy, my brother. Easy.
Yes, easy.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Easy. Money not easy. That's why we come to London to hustle.
Exactly.
Money not easy.
Exactly.
Now, tell us about that. I mean, money not easy, but that sound that I've just seen in the video is there's money, all the
Exactly.
all the open roof, all those
Exactly. Rolls Royce.
everything, man. Well, amazing.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Yeah,
I want to say well done to that production. That was really, really great. You know, you've done so well. And, you know, there's no doubt you spend a lot of time and every resources to make sure that come out really, really nice. And well done. Tell us, what inspired you to make this music?
Okay, what inspires me? That's a good question. Number one, I was born to do music. Number two, music is something that if you don't give me food, if you take everything away from me, music, you cannot take it away from me. That's something I can drag with you. I will drag that one with you. Wow. Then number two, what inspires me more is because my mom left a legacy that she did not complete, and I say I am going to complete it for her.
Yeah.
So because she have got an 8th grade album. Yeah, she has dropped which go within the whole community, but didn't go that far like other musicians in the States. So I say, yeah, I am going to make it more loud with my own style. So that's the most important that inspires me to do music, because these are this factor of music is in me. I need
to carry on mom's legacy, you know, to fulfill it for her. Yeah.
Exactly. So basically, that's why if you come to my house, the first thing, every time you will see music, I got all instruments in my house. Like whenever I feel like I need to do other things, like now, my production nowadays, like you have music from my house.
I can see one of the instruments behind you. Can you show us?
Yes. I even got my trumpet.
Hey, amazing.
Exactly. Yeah, I got my instrument fully. The whole thing here is,
well.
yeah. And
Do me a favor, can you Can you just do me a favor? Just blow that trumpet. Just blow it. I don't know, just
No. I just the flute is not here. I don't know where I kept it.
Okay, all right. Maybe next time.
Because
It's not my favorite instrument.
it's not here. I don't know. I took a flute somewhere within the
It's all
house.
right. It's all right. It's okay. Amazing.
So the whole thing there is the main how I come up with this is me and my friend when I finally come to UK, then I went to study how to read. I went to study how to read music in Acting Relations Center. So I enrolled myself there. Then they started telling me how to read, how to play piano, and where you are reading and people's music structure. Then you were reading and playing what is in the music book. So
it's very important that that what I'm getting here is no matter our talent, no matter our purpose, our gift, it's very important. Yes, when we are growing up, we can see all the learning from the pavements, learning everything from all, but as we go on in our life, in the things that we do, it's very important that we keep advancing, learning, to
exactly,
to update us.
Very, very important.
Yeah, where I want to touch on is you even came to the point where you have a record label. So tell us about LondonSpec Records.
Okay, now LondonSpec music started growing within the UK, and then people getting awareness of LondonSpec music and the style. So and I think of it, okay, at this level I've gotten, number one, I finance my music. So if I can finance my music, I think I can finance a record label.
Yes.
So I started, when I wanted to do it, then I got a lot of people discouraging me, say, look for the one to attach to it. Then I said, no, I don't, those people that got record label, how many hair have they got? If they can do it by themselves, so why can't I do it? So I always got people that discourage me around me, and you know what the thing there is, they think I'm stubborn. I'm not. I move in zeal. I move according to my.
Yes. You are not scared.
I'm not even scared to lead or to fail. I'm not scared.
Amazing.
I'm not scared. So then I announced, okay, I need to, let me see. I started making inquiry online. So they say you have to go through the solicitor. I said, that is my problem. Let me first start the registration first.
Yeah.
Then I got one of my friends. Then he came around because he knows things about registration of a thing. Then we now say, okay, I want us to try to see if we can register it straight to Canada, because I think I would love to be in Canada because the way they manage their own records, business like that is more beautiful than the way UK manage their own. So my record level is now start in Canada and the UK. So my LondonSpec.
LondonSpec Records.
LondonSpec Record. That's my record level. So it was. Do
you have anybody signed up? Are you
No, because this record label become active, very active last year with the whole certificate. Last year, before the pandemic, I was going to launch it with one of my songs.
Okay.
I had UK artist called Gates, well known, a rapper. So I was going to launch it with the video of the song. So the pandemic now break.
Yeah, it took over.
So,
would you like to, when everything has settled and sorted, would you like to kind of like get someone under your record label? Or
yes, that is my.
Someone at the moment might just be watching right now, and
yes,
they want to,
yes, basically that's my target. That's my target. One female and one male. Yeah. So that's on UK drawing singers. So I want to get into the market with them. I need some serious artists, people who are ready to work with LondonSpec record, because LondonSpec record, we are the level the record has gotten now. We got to the level whereby we are well known. We got a lot of series of contacts. The contact is already there. Then life is not going to be hard for any signee now, because any signee, everything can be provided. But you have to be a serious artist for the record. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. Audience, you have heard that. You know, we need he would need a dedicated artist, someone that is serious, someone that is focused, someone that is prepared to actually grind hard and make it. Now I'm gonna play to the audience to give them the opportunity to listen to your most recent song. Yeah.
Yes.
Is it London? What was it called again?
That's All the Way.
All the way, all the way, all the way, from
all the way, you know.
From all the way. So audience, yes, take a look.
You know, I travel all the way to get to you. All the way, you know, I travel all the way to get to you. All the way, you know, I travel far away to get to you. Far away, you know, I travel from far away to get to you. Far away, you be like, I'm in love, is this in love? Am I falling in love? Among all men, you choose to be with me, you choose to make me father. You are the only one. Among all men, you choose to be with me, you choose to make me father. You are the only one. Show a kiki, show on them a kiki. Make I give you khaki, make it be my keyboard. I go play the key, it go be my key. Oh, baby. Show a kiki, show on them a kiki. Make I give you khaki, make it be my keyboard. I go play the key, it go be my key. Oh, baby. All the way to get to you. All the way. All the way to get to you. All the way. Show a kiki, show on them a kiki. Make I give you khaki, make it be my keyboard. I go play the key, it go be my key. Oh, baby. Show a kiki, show on them a kiki. Make I give you khaki, make it be my keyboard. I go play the key, it go be my key. Oh, baby.
LondonSpec music, I like it.
You know, I travel all the way to get to you. All the way, you know, I travel all the way to get to you. All the way, you know, I travel far away to get to you.
LondonSpec music, I like it.
I like it too. London,
Yeah.
all the way. I like it.
I like it. Yeah.
I like it. Amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well done. So proud of you. Well done.
Thank
know,
you.
I mean, as always, your production, like you can see, you spend time, resources, make sure it come out really, really, really great. And you know, the most amazing thing for me is knowing that you are, you know, you kind of, you know, what you said really touched me about your mother. You know, the level at which she could not attain, you know, maybe
Mm-hmm.
because of the, you know, the circumstances, and at that time,
Yeah,
you
that
want
time,
to
yeah,
carry the legacy and fulfill it for her. Amazing.
exactly.
You know, to take it further, you know,
For
further
that,
ahead, you know, it's
yes,
amazing. Well done. I'm sure she, wherever she is, she's proud of you. Well
she is.
done. Yeah.
Yes.
And I want to know, what are the challenges? What are the challenges that you face in the music industry?
Okay, the challenges, and this is a challenge every artist facing,
Mm,
especially here in the UK.
yeah.
You know, they say that the prophet, sometimes the prophet, they say that the prophet is not really recognized or respected in his own town.
You can
The
preach that.
challenges,
It's true.
the challenges I faced is DJs, promoters,
Mm,
the promoters, the and the DJs, they are not, especially in the UK platform, they are not really giving the UK Afrobeat artists chance for their music to be played, because they are the one that can push your music. You might
yeah.
bring your music to a DJ, he wants money. But the point is,
Mm,
how many DJ will give you money? If you give, you give, you give. And the thing, the challenge is there is when you give them, maybe you just there, they will play it, the next day they won't play it.
yeah.
I
It's
told them
not
that is.
a consistent thing. It will just be that
Mhm.
moment.
So that's the challenges I see. It's not like I keep telling people that there's no music that is not good. There's no music that is not sweet. It's only that music that it have not been repeated to your ear.
Yeah.
Before you know it, you start singing along.
It's true.
You won't know.
You are so right on that. When you keep hearing the
Uh-huh.
particular music,
And
before
like
you know,
now, it keep on. Whenever you tune your music, one particular song keep on coming up. Before you know it, you start saying the words. You
yes,
started,
yes,
you started liking it. So that is just what music is about. Because I'm an instrumentalist, I know even the sound we build is sometimes the sound of a hand car blow a horn, hoot, boom. We just say we can use that something like that to make one sound as intro on a kick.
do you have
So
a studio? Do you have a studio?
yeah, yeah, I used to have a business studio. I closed it down in Southeast London. I closed it down because the management they were not they were just like I was just losing my equipment. Then I have to buy another one, get a bring another person before you know it, and that the same thing will still repeat itself. So what I do is I have my own personal mini studio that I equipped, and I use it
Yeah.
for my sound. So all the music of LondonSpec nowadays is being recorded here, as you see.
I can see
This,
there's a lot of equipment. Yeah.
so there's a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
At least it's
so
a starting point. Yeah. Yeah.
mm,
Yeah.
I have the equipment, the studio equipment I have within here. I'm sitting. Some big studio like in the White House studio I've been to, they don't have it.
They don't even have,
Yeah, in the White House studio I recorded some there before with artists called gigs. They don't even have it because I equipped, because it's something that got to do with music. I have to
yeah.
equip my a laptop for the music, my Apple laptop for the music, sound, and every other structure. I got like fiber piano that I use for production. It's always on my garage. So
Amazing.
I don't,
Amazing.
because it's very big, massive. So I don't want to I don't want to know any way of me, and it's very expensive. So I just want to, after the production, I put it back to where it is. So
amazing. Yeah. Maybe, you know, obviously you've had your challenges and you've learned a lot in the process. You've learned a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom, experience is packed. Like you've come a long way in this music industry. Maybe somebody's watching right now. What advice, and they are facing challenges right now. Maybe they're upcoming and they've not been able to even produce a song, or you know, what advice will you give to someone out there who is watching right now? You know, to cope with everything. What advice?
My advice to any upcoming art, the first advice is discover who you are and discover your sound.
Your sound.
Your sound, yeah.
I like
discover who you are and discover your sound. Don't start jumping from sound to sound. When you hear LondonSpec play this sound and you want to play the same thing, almost similar. And when you hear maybe Whiskey, Davido, they play this way, play this sound, you ask the producer, make me that Davido sound and remove this one and add this one. No, you are not doing yourself good, because when you have that sound being produced, DJ know that he already got a similar sound that is from a big artist. He will not play yours. He rather play for the big artist one. But when you come up with your own sound that is out of nowhere, just
authentic, then
because people in the world, they want to listen to different tune. Everybody wants to listen to different tune. If you come up with your concept and our ear is here to hear a very good sound. Once you listen to there's a sound, there's a music that you listen to, you won't say no to that music, even if you hate the person, even if you don't like the person, you won't say no to that song because the song is nice. Everything is nice. So you can only criticize it, but inside your heart, you are loving it.
You know this person is good.
You know he's good, or he or she. So my advice is, once you discover your sound, just do your own thing. Follow your own lane. Do your own thing. Many people will come to you to tell you, come on, why can't you do like LondonSpec, do like this, do like this. They will always tell you that. Don't listen to them. Forget them. Because before, there was none of them who are ready today. So it is, the industry is first come, first serve. Yeah. They are serving, their time will come and go. And other people will play.
And then your sound will come to play. Yeah.
So, amazing. So that's my advice.
I like that advice. It's very, I've not heard that. I've not heard, so far I've been interviewing, I've not heard someone, everyone have their unique advice. So I'm really happy. This is why I say, audience, please keep coming to TinaTalks show. Okay, if this is the first time, I want you to continue to come here, because on this platform, you get to hear authentic, people's authentic advice. Somebody once said to me, oh, how do you get all these questions? Do you copy and paste? I said, no, I don't copy and paste. What I ask, I tailor it to the person. You understand? Because everyone's story is different, everyone's journey is different. You have to be authentic, and that is why maybe each interview will have some different, because that person is different. Now, would you like to? Is there anybody you want to? First of all, I know I have put up your social media handles. Can you verbally? I'm gonna put it up now. Audience can still visually see, but can you verbally tell the audience how they can connect with you on social media handles?
Okay, hi, I'm fans. It's your boy LondonSpec. If you can reach me, you can find me on social media, Instagram, LondonSpec at 1, Twitter at LondonSpec 1, Snapchat, LondonSpec 1. On Facebook, I have LondonSpec Kingsley, and I have another one, Kingsley Iyili George. That's more like family 1, but you can still find me there. I will communicate. Then, if you come for YouTube, just Google LondonSpec or Activity Celeb. It will pop out. The channel will pop out. Then all the music is there. Name it, the videos, the audio song, via freshly dropped. Yeah, you will enjoy it all over there.
Audience, trust me, you will enjoy it. You will enjoy it. Is there any shout out to anyone, your fans, your friends, or any shout out to anyone?
I'm just want to say a big shout out to my fans out there, and then especially those who believe in me, who believe in what I'm doing. And I'm giving a shout out to my very good manager Fidelis. He has been doing a very amazing work, like trying to put things together. And I'm going to shout out to my baby mama, who always like she's into my write up now, like social media handles. So I'm giving a shout out to my family returners, siblings. Yeah, especially John Otampa. He's always on my case, sharing my work, like promoting my work in the French country. I really appreciate you all. I say thank you for pushing me to this level, and I'm not stopping. And it's a promise, I'm not stopping until we get to the top. And we are getting there 100%.
Yes, amazing, amazing. We see you up at the top. We see you there at the
Exactly.
top. The sky is just the beginning. When people say the sky is the limit, I say, why are you limiting yourself? The sky should be the beginning. Like you've not even started. When I get to this,
no way.
That is just the starting point. Now warm up.
Warm up. We are just warming up. We have not even.
The sky is the warming up level.
Proper warm up.
The sky is the warm up level where we
exactly.
when we get there, we are still warming up. We've not even got to you know. So God will take us there. God will take us there.
Amen. 100%.
Thank you so much. Like, listen, it's a pleasure having you come to TinaTalks show. I had a great time.
Yes.
You share your childhood memories, your childhood experience, your knowledge.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I'm glad to finally meet you like this one-on-one, like on the television. I'm so happy. Yeah.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. So,
thank you.
Okay. Yes, audience, thank you so much. I mean, I don't know about you, but I had a great time with LondonSpec. Now you know the beauty behind LondonSpec. Now you've seen how it didn't just wake up and say because Flavor is making music, Burna Boy is making music, oh, I think I like the idea, I want to make some money or some affluence. No, you can see there's been a handprint of you know, that passion, that the handprint of singing and what he's doing today has come a long way. So I want to say thank you so much. And I mean, one of the advice, something that I pick up from him today is, you know, find your own sound. Find your own sound. In everything, find your own sound. If you're an artist, don't try to sound like somebody else. That is one of the most amazing message that I picked today. Find your own sound, because your own sound will sound authentic. Your own sound will make the way for you. Your own sound, you know, is what will take you to the limelight. See, when everybody keep hearing the same sound, it's going to be boring. So stick to your own, find it and stay on that lane. Now, if you are watching me on Facebook, please don't forget to follow me here and like my page on Facebook. If you are watching me on YouTube right now, please, your support, all I need is just click on that red button to support your girl, okay? I need that amazing support. And if you've subscribed already, I want to say thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, please support me. You can also find me on Instagram, TinaTalks Show, okay? If you are watching me on Instagram or YouTube, my Facebook is TinaTalks. You can see it on the scrolling down the TinaTalks Show. Please, you know, it's been a great honor, you know, having you come up to support me. Don't forget to like, okay, to like and comment. And if you tell me what you think about TinaTalks Show, I need a feedback, and tell me what you think about my guest. Okay, I would like to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, and bye for now.